Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today, we're diving into a topic that a lot of us might put off thinking about, but it's incredibly important for our future financial security. Long-term care insurance. We'll break down what it is, who might need it, and whether it's the right choice for you. So, grab a coffee, and let's get into it. First things first, what exactly is long-term care? It's not your regular medical care. This isn't usually covered by standard health insurance or Medicare. This care can be provided at home, in an assisted living facility, or in a nursing home. And let's be honest, it can get very expensive very quickly. We're talking thousands of dollars a month, which can wipe out a lifetime of savings. This is where long-term care insurance comes in. It's a specific type of insurance designed to cover the costs of these services. You pay a premium, just like with other insurance. And if you ever need long-term care, the policy helps pay for it. Up to the limits you've chosen, it is essentially a safety net to protect your assets and give you more choices about the care you receive. So, the big question is, do you really need it? The truth is, it depends. There are a few key factors to consider. The first is your age and health. The younger and healthier you are when you buy a policy, the lower your premiums will be. Many people start looking into this in their 50s or early 60s. This is often called the sweet spot because you're really likely still healthy enough to get affordable rates, but old enough that the need for care doesn't feel a million years away. Next, think about your family history. Do you have relatives who needed long-term care? While it's not a guarantee, genetics and family health patterns can sometimes give you a clue about your own potential future needs. If longevity runs in your family, that's great. But it also means a higher chance you might need some form of assistance later in life. Then there's the financial side of things. This is probably the most critical piece of the puzzle. Do you have significant savings or assets you want to protect? If you have a sizable nest egg, a home, and other investments, long-term care costs could burn through them rapidly. Insurance can act as a shield, preserving your assets for your spouse or to pass on to your children. On the other hand, if you have very limited assets, you might qualify for government programs like Medicaid to cover these costs. And if you're extremely wealthy, you might decide you can self-insure, meaning you have more than enough money to pay for any potential care out of pocket without a problem. Long-term care insurance is really for that large group of people in the middle, those who have built up a comfortable life, but you aren't billionaires. You also need to consider your personal support system. Do you have a spouse, children, or other family members who could and would be willing to care for you? Relying on family is a beautiful thought, but it can be a huge physical, emotional, and financial strain on them. Many caregivers have to reduce their work hours or leave their jobs altogether. A long-term care policy can help pay for professional help, easing the burden on your loved ones and allowing them to be your family, not just your caregivers. Now, let's talk about the different types of policies. There's the traditional standalone policy. You pay premiums, and it only pays out if you need long-term care. If you never use it, the money you paid in premiums is gone. This is the simplest type, but some people are hesitant because of that use it or lose it aspect. They combine long-term care insurance with another financial product, usually life insurance or an annuity, with a hybrid life insurance policy. For example, if you need long-term care, you can draw from the death benefit while you're still alive. If you never need care, your beneficiaries receive the full death benefit when you pass away. It provides a sense of security that the money will be used one way or another. These policies often have higher upfront costs, but can offer more flexibility and peace of mind. Of course, we have to talk about the cost. Premiums can vary wildly based on your age, gender, health, and the amount of coverage you choose. ULL make decisions on things like the daily benefit, amount how much the policy pays per day the benefit, period how many years the coverage will last, and the elimination period, which is like a deductible. It's the number of days you have to pay for care yourself before the insurance kicks in. A typical elimination period is 90 days. The more generous the benefits, the higher the premium. It is a balancing act between getting the coverage you need and finding a premium you can comfortably afford for the long haul. Remember, These premiums can also increase over time, so it's important to ask about the insurer's rate increase history. So, what are the alternatives if you decide against insurance? As I mentioned, one option is self-insuring. This requires a substantial portfolio, probably well over $1 million in liquid assets. Who's to be safe? Another is relying on government programs. Medicaid will cover long-term care, but there are strict income and asset limits you must meet to qualify. This often means you have to spend down almost all of your life savings before you can get help. This can leave a surviving spouse in a difficult financial position. Medicare, to be clear, does not cover long-term custodial care. It might cover short-term skilled nursing care after a hospital stay, but not the ongoing help with daily activities. So, what's the takeaway here? Long-term care planning is a deeply personal decision. There's no one-size-fits-all answer. My advice is to start thinking about it early. Don't wait for a crisis to force your hand. Sit down and have an honest look at your health, your finances, and your family situation. Talk to a trusted financial advisor who specializes in this area. They can help you run the numbers and explore different scenarios. They can also help you compare policies from different insurance companies to find the best fit for your needs and budget. Thinking about needing help as we get older can be uncomfortable, but planning for it is one of the most responsible and loving things you can do for yourself and your family. It's about ensuring your dignity, your independence, and your financial security, no matter what the future holds. It's about having choices and control over your own life. I hope this breakdown has given you a clearer picture of long-term care insurance and helps you start the conversation. It's a complex topic, but an essential one. If you have any questions, please drop them in the comments below. I'll do my best to answer them. And if you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more content on personal finance and planning for your future. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.